Welcome back to another day of Nailmas 2024. In today's video, I'm doing Lizzie McGuire nails, and I struggled with doing this nail set, and you'll see, as the video progresses, we will see. But here are some of the products that I used. I used this Doi Nudie Gel, and the color I used is Nudie White. And I also got a new gel set. So you see the base colors. I got a new set from Amazon, and it's these iridescent colors. They're very, very pretty. And I use that as the background for the nails. So I'm actually going to get the hard part out of the way and start working on Lizzie McGuire's face first. And in order to do that, I'm going to use my Miss Pink Nails palette because it has this really, really light color in it that I can use as an outline or a guide to draw out the design before I go in and just slap color or outlines on there. So I just want to give a rough sketch first. Now, I actually had a difficult time drawing this out, and I'm drawing the animated version of Lizzie. So if you've ever watched Lizzie McGuire, it was a show that ran on the Disney Channel 2001 through 2004. So I actually, for some reason, I thought that the show ran longer than that until I went to go look up the show, and I was like, wow, it only ran for a few years. But I remember watching the show, and I remember watching this, and I remember watching That's So Raven. In Lizzie McGuire, she has like this conscience, or this, like, you have that little voice in your head. So you can see the voice in her head. It's like a little animated version of her. And so that's what I'm drawing, the animated version on the nail. And similar to my Courage, the Cowardly Dog nails, where I showed you the photo of how I found on Pinterest of someone doing the step-by-step guide of how to draw it on your nails, I found something a little bit similar to the Lizzie McGuire, but it wasn't as detailed as the Courage one, but I tried my best. The one that I'm actually drawing right now is the one that I scrapped and then I redid it, but when I redid it, I didn't film myself redoing it. But I will show you the side by side of how it looks with the first attempt and the second attempt. So when you Google Lizzie McGuire, this is the synopsis that you get from Google. I'm just going to read it straight from the online for you. Enter the world of Lizzie McGuire at your own risk. A world where the 13-year-old and her best friends, Miranda and Gordo, ride the roller coaster existence of a middle schooler. Every day is a popularity contest. Every class is a crisis. And on top of everything else, Lizzie has to deal with her annoying little brother, Matt, and a mom who means well despite her nosy tendencies. You always know what Lizzie is thinking, and if she can't quite say it, you can be sure her animated alter ego will. It's funny that the synopsis doesn't even mention her dad. That's weird, but okay. There was also a Lizzie McGuire movie that came out in 2003, and I remember having this movie on DVD and watching it a lot. It's a great movie. There was also supposed to be a revival series for the Lizzie McGuire show. And I know that a lot of people get tired of reboots, like stop rebooting these old shows and come out with something original. But I wouldn't have mind saying a rebooted Lizzie McGuire because it wasn't going to gear towards people who are 11 and 12 now. Like when it first came out, yes, it geared towards preteens. But the revival or the reboot was geared towards those people who watched it as preteens, but are now in their 30s, like the characters on Lizzie McGuire, Hilary Duff. I don't think I said it was a Hilary Duff show, but yeah. So now that they're in their 30s, it was going to kind of be like a little bit more adult themes, and it was going to come back to Disney on Disney Plus. And I think even the showrunner was coming back. The actor who played her brother, the one who played Gordo, and the actors who play her mom and dad were also supposed to come back. The only one I don't remember seeing is Miranda character. I think the actor was, or the actress was, Leilani, and I don't remember them saying that she was coming back. I don't know, I don't remember that. I'm gonna have to look that up. But the showrunner wound up leaving, and then the actors who played her brother and her best friend Gordo, they left. So the show got like dropped. They were still trying to figure out they were going to do with it, but it was officially canceled in 2020, which is sad because that's one show that I would have loved to see be rebooted. But from what I found, there were some creative differences between Hilary Duff and Disney, because she wanted the show, like I said, to be more adult themed, not like TVMA adult, but just not PG-13. You know, she wanted it to show, because these are people that are now in their 30s. Why are we making a reboot of a show and still catering to people in their like preteen years? No, we want a show for the people who watched it as preteens and are now adults. Disney didn't really like that, so there were some creative differences. According to what I read, I don't know what the truth is. You know, I'm not cool with Hilary Duff. I don't know her, so I have no idea what really happened. But that's like the scuttlebutt. And also, apparently, episodes 1 and 2 for the reboot were filmed. Basically, Lizzie, I think she's working in New York, and then she goes back home to her childhood home where she sees where her animated self is still there. Not like she doesn't see it in person, but you know, the animated self is still there, which is her like conscience, her inner thoughts. And she basically starts, you know, hanging out with her friends again, and you know, things like that. So only 2 episodes were filmed. I wonder if those 2 episodes will ever see the light of day. We probably will never know. I don't know. I hope they will. And the 3rd episode was written, but it wasn't filmed. So, you know, that's sad. I would have loved to see a reboot. I haven't watched any reboot of any show, I don't think so. I haven't watched a reboot of any show, but I definitely would have watched a reboot of Lizzie McGuire, especially if it was going to be geared more towards adults instead of 12-year-olds like the original show was, because the characters are now adults. They're not 13. Do you remember Lizzie McGuire? Have you ever watched Lizzie McGuire? Did you like it when you did watch it? I really did like the show. And as I was researching the show, I didn't realize that Lizzie McGuire and That's So Raven were like on around the same time. I swore that That's So Raven came I feel like That's So Raven came like years later, but no, they were like on around the same time. And those were like my top 2 Disney shows at the time when I was like 10, 11 years old. I love Lizzie McGuire, I love That's So Raven, and The Proud Family. Those are my top 3 Disney shows at that time, at that age. So as y'all can see, I was working hard on this sketch. I felt like an artist. I think Nails by Dev actually has a polish that she specifically made to sketch out designs, and it's a black, but it's really sheared out black, and it's just so, you know, so you can sketch out your design so you won't have to do something like this. But I tried my hardest to draw this, but I say this all the time in many videos that I'm not an artist. I'm just doing nails as a hobby for me. I don't sell them. I don't even wear these sets because I only do 5 nails, so I don't wear them. But yeah, like this is just fun for me, and I really tried on this nail set. I think the end result came out okay, but I don't know. I don't think it's something that I'm going to try to recreate. I did have someone comment on one of my videos. I don't know if it was my Courage the Cowardly Dog video, but they commented and asked me to do My Little Pony nails. Now, I've never watched My Little Pony, and so I do know what My Little Pony is because I remember having the toys, but I don't remember watching the show. So I'm gonna have to do some research on that, and I'm gonna have to look up, you know, some detailed designs of these ponies and figure out how I want to do it. No, you know what? It was in my Bikini Bottom nails. It wasn't in the Courage nails. It was in my Bikini Bottom nails where they asked for that. So if you're watching this video right now, I'm working on those My Little Pony nails. I don't know when the video is going to go up, but I want to do a couple practice nails first. I did one practice nail and I did the purple pony. I don't know their name, but I did the purple one. And it was, that's all. It just was. So I'm still working on that and I'm practicing, but I got your comment and I did comment back, and I didn't forget about you. I don't know when that's going to go up, but I am working on it. So now I'm starting to fill in the colors. And remember, this nail is the failed attempt. I didn't think that it was going to be a failed attempt, which is why I was filming it. But I mean, they both were failed attempts. Even the end result was also a failed attempt. But this one was like super fail. Like if you can get worse than fail, that's what this was. And so I'm just showing you, basically I did the same thing with the other one when I fixed it. I just didn't make the lines, the outlines as harsh, so as dark, and not as thick, because when I did the outline this nail set, it was really thick, and I just did it a little bit better with the end result. And yeah, I don't know, but I hope you guys like it. But I actually am going to just fast forward through this because this is the failed attempt, and you'll see the end result at the end of the video. And then I'm also going to do a compare to with this attempt and then the one that I actually used for the end nail result. But I really hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much for watching. So this right here is what I came up with. This is the end result, the one that I'm using in the end shots. And then this one is the first one that I was doing. And yeah, you can see there's a big difference. I think the second one looks a lot better. The first one looks like, she smokes a couple packs of cigarettes a day. She looks a little rough. Yeah. I'm happy with the end result. Although, I do think, I'm not an artist, so it could be better, but for my skill set, I think it looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to draw flowers on the rest of the nails. I think the rest of the nails had flowers on them. I filmed this set a long time ago, and I'm just now doing the voiceover, but I'm pretty sure all the nails had flowers on them, all the rest of them. And that is it. So this is the final nail set. I am going to give you some better close-up shots in a second. So here's some better close-up shots of the nail set. I don't know. It is what it is. I hope you like the nail set. I'm just going to toss it down and just do what it do. It looks good from afar. From really far back, it looks great. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you, or you'll see me in the next video, which is tomorrow. Bye, guys.